Hi guys, welcome to this new video. Today we'll be discussing about how to share the images that you have built. It can be like in manual or it can be using Docker file. Let's say you have a Docker file, and this is a Docker file, and you have a image. You have built an image out of this Docker file. So now you want to share this image. So how can you do it? So let's see. And again, and there is a concept of Docker registry. So Docker registry, what is Docker registry? So Docker registry is kind of a repository for Docker images. So this registry will, there are various repositories. Yeah, so this Docker registry, like it is a repository for Docker images. There are various type of repositories you can see. There can be a public repository. There can be a private repository. So the public repository example is Docker Hub, and private is like Artifactory, and another one is JFrog, that is Nexus. So what is a registry? Docker registry is a repository for Docker images. It contains collection of images. So what images we know? It is a images is like a consist of layers. What are layers? Layers are file systems. It can have a boot file system or like Ubuntu. When you do from Ubuntu, yeah, you are creating a boot file, root file system, not boot, root file system. Then you have another application file system, user file system. So repository, Docker registry is a repository for Docker images, and Docker images are composed of layers. So an image, let's say this is an X image, it will have a Y number of layers. So let's say I have an image Jenkins. So it will have a layers. This layer. Maybe this first layer is of any CentOS CentOS root file system, RFS. This is root file system. Then it can have any like apt-get update. So images are collection of layers. And we can have, there are two types of repository. One is public and is private. The public one example is Docker Hub. Private one is like Artifactory, JFrog, and Nexus. So next, we can share images in repository in two ways. Like we can share images using two ways. One is like using Tarball and one is using registry, which we have discussed. Like public registry is Docker Hub and private registry is like Artifactory. So there are two ways of sharing an image. Sharing image. One is using Tarball. Another one is using repository or registry. And we know there are two types of registry. One is public and one is private. So using Tarball. So how can you do like share an image using Tarball? To create a Tarball, you have to use this command docker save o name of the tar and the name of the tar, what will be the name of your tar file, and then the image name. So let's try it out. So let's see how many images I have. Docker images. So I want this one, like image from Docker file, to share it. So I will make a tarball out of it. So docker save o my new tar dot tar and this name. It's a big file, I guess, 240 MB, so it will take some time, I guess. So it is done. Let's check. Yeah, you can see my new tar is created. Now we can share this tar like in a email or anything else. And let's say you like, yeah, so we have created the tar, and let's say you want to get the image from the star. So let's say someone shared a tar with you and you want to get back the image. So what will be the command for that? So the command for that will be docker load I and link to the tar file. So let me first delete this image which I have, docker images, Docker RMI. So I've deleted the image. Let's check. The image is not there, and I will get back the image from the tar I created a few minutes back. So it will be Docker load I, and the name of the tar is my new tar dot tar. Here it is a big file, so it will take some time. Let's wait. It is done. So let's check. Yeah, you can see I've got back my file. So this is how you can share the images using Tarball. There is another way which is using Docker, like using registry. So I'll be using Docker Hub. So I have my profile in Docker Hub, Docker Hub. So for this you need an account in Docker Hub. So from where you can push to where you can push the image. So yeah, this is my account, and I will push this image from Docker file to this to this registry in Docker Hub. So let's create a repository name. Let's give from Docker file. Another thing is like where did it go? Yeah, this name should be same as this name. Like the name of the repository should be same as this one. So how let's create it first. Test2. This is, so I've created test2. Yeah, this one should be same as the name I have here. This one. So you can see I don't have the same name. So what can I do? I can use like tag. There is a command tag. This one. So let me copy this one. So what if I do? I will tag it. So Docker tag image from Docker file with this new one. Yeah, it is done. Let's check. Yeah, you can see it is done. So what I did was so yeah, I have it same. I didn't give any tag name. Sorry, I don't have any letters, so it got the tag name as tag name. So now what I have to do, I have to connect my local command line to this Docker app. So what I have to do for that is like I have to do Docker login, and you have to give your username and password. So once you are authenticated, you will be able to push. So yeah, I have been logged in and to Docker Hub, and I want to push which image? I want to push this image pwd. I am in. Yeah, so I have logged in. So this step is done. Which step? Yeah, make sure, yeah, this time Docker login is done, and I have to push this image name, push one image which is the name of the image. Let's check the name of the image. Docker images. Yeah, I want to push this one image from Docker file. So let's copy it. Docker push and the image name. So you can see I pushed the image. Let me check. Oh, sorry, I did something wrong. Yeah, I have to do I'm another artist, this one. Okay, tag to the list. Yeah, so you can see it is done. It is getting pushed. Actually, I did something wrong. The tag name I gave tag name, it should have been latest or something else. That is why it was not getting pushed. So you can see it has been pushed, and yeah, it has been done. So let's check here. Yeah, you can see the tag name is wrong here. It should have been latest, but yeah, you can see that the image has been pushed to this repository. And now anyone anyone access to the internet can get this image using this command. Like anyone in this world can use your image. So this is how you can share. Yeah, another thing is like this is the public repository, so anyone can do that. Let's say you don't want to share the image, and you want like only your company, like your CI/CD pipeline to access the image. So in that case, you have to use some private repositories, like private registries. Some of them are Artifactory, Nexus. Yeah, so you can do that also. And so this is how you can share the images which you have built for the world to use or for your company to use. Yeah, so thanks a lot for watching the video. And yeah, if you liked it, like the video. Thanks.